Hello and welcome to the K-Scope podcast. Billy Reeves here. New music coming up from Delan. Plus, we'll hear from the Pineapple Thief's Bruce Soord. See how he's getting on with the new album. But first, new music from Russia. Iamthemorning. This is called Chalk and Coal.
So I'm led to the choice. How many hours and hours will I sacrifice to find out this was all a lie? I've never been fine. Of all the incurable suffering, they only offer some pills that will make me sick. No, not again, not again, not again. You're not getting anywhere like that. Living inside me. You're not getting anywhere like that. You're not getting anywhere like that. My name's emptiness, and I'm turning bitter and sour with each passing hour until nothing's left of me. And oh, you see, I'm not meant to be. Until I'm deceased, these won't sap me at ease. I'm frozen inside and not your. No, not again, not again, not again.
Iamthemorning from Lighthouse, the new album out on K-Scope April the 1st, June the 3rd in France, and you can check out the lyrics video for that track, Chalk and Coal, over on the K-Scope website or YouTube channel. Now, as with the last album, Belighted, the engineering and mixing duties on Lighthouse were handled by Marcel von Limbeek of Tori Amos fame, and the album was self-produced by pianist Gleb and vocalist Mariana, the duo that make up Iamthemorning. And their album also features guest musicians Gavin Harrison, Porcupine Tree, and King Crimson, of course, on drums, Colin Edwin of Porcupine Tree on bass, and additional vocals on the album's title track were performed by Marius Duda of Lunatic Soul and Riverside. A rich and eclectic album. Classical music inspired by the Canterbury scene as well. You can hear northern folk influences on it. jazz chords, electronica as well. Recorded in London, Moscow and St. Petersburg. The grand piano was recorded in the Mosfilm studios in Moscow, and that's one of the largest and oldest studios in Russia, founded in 1920, renowned for recording orchestras for soundtracks of the most famous Soviet-era films, including works by Tarkovsky and Eisenstein. And Lighthouse will come out on CD, on LP with an MP3 download code, and digitally with this track that you've just heard, Chalk and Coal, available as an instant download with iTunes pre-orders. Chalk and Coal from Lighthouse, I Am the Morning. Now also coming up shortly on Kscope, Say Delan, the new album from the new wave duo made up of multi-instrumentalist Justin Greaves of Crippled Black Phoenix fame and Swedish singer Belinda Kordich. Now, Say Delan will release their new album Drifter on the 29th of April. Here is a taster then. This is entitled Going Home.
Needs not our consent.
wonderful Say Delan. That's entitled Going Home from the forthcoming album Drifter. That comes out on Kscope on the 29th of April. It's available to pre-order now on CD and 180-gram black vinyl from kscopemusic.com/store, and there'll be a digital pre-order to follow. So, from the new then to the vintage. Porcupine Tree from the Delerium Years 1994 to 1997. This from the newly remastered Signify album, which originally came out in 1996, so celebrating its 20-year anniversary. Porcupine Tree. This is Dark Matter.
Inside the vehicle, the cold is extreme. Smoke in my throat kicks me out of my dream. I try to relax, but it's warmer outside. I fail to connect, it's a tragic divide. This has become a full-time career. To die young would take only 21 years. Gun down a school or blow up a car. The media circus will make you a star. Crushed like rose in the river flow. Flowing out onto a tape is only as loud as the silence it breaks. Most things decay in a matter of days. The product is sold, the memory fades. Crushed like
Porcupine Tree, Dark Matter, from the Delerium Years 1994 to 1997, which gathers together two pivotal double LP Porcupine Tree studio releases, along with the breakthrough Coma Divine triple live LP and a 4-track bonus 12-inch EP. These three releases accompanied by an LP of bonus tracks, including two versions of Signify 2 pressed as a concentric cut. So that means depending on which groove the stylus falls on, you get a different mix. All of the audio, pressed on 180-gram heavyweight vinyl, has been remastered by Stephen Wilson over the last 3 years and comes packaged in a deluxe box with a 40-page perfect bound book containing extensive liner notes and a detailed band history by the US journalist Stephen Humphreys. Now, Stephen Wilson is currently on tour promoting Hand Cannot Erase. He's playing in North America, Central America and South America through the month of March, and then through Europe through April, May, June and July. And a reminder that Nordic Giants European Tour starts on the 10th of March in Luxembourg. That's an amazing visual and oral experience. And also happening on our sister label Peaceville shortly, Catatonia, the new studio album, The Fall of Hearts. Check out peaceville.com for more details, or the band's Facebook page. And some studio news. The Pineapple Thief are in the studio getting the 11th Pineapple Thief album together. So I Skyped Bruce Soord. Now, I've been hearing that he's approaching guest musicians to play on the record, so I wanted to ask him about the pros and cons of this.
So I said to him, all I'm going to do is give you these parts with nothing on and just let you do what the hell you want to do on it.
Great.
I'm not going to say this is the part. I'm going to say play whatever you like.
Well, he'll do something you wouldn't have thought of, I guess. But do Stephen Wilson talks about this, is that there's a thin line, obviously, between getting someone to, to loosen up and do their thing, but also to give them guidance, because you're kind of putting a lot of pressure on someone to say, okay, here's a 4-chord sequence, can you turn it into magic? Is there a thin line, and how do you cross that line?
Yeah, well, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Just like, I've got this really average set of chords.
Yeah.
Make it magical now. Yeah. I'm paying you. But no, it's I guess so. Yeah, maybe you've got a point, because, but I don't know. I would probably put down a very, very, very sort of basic line, maybe played on guitar, and say this is the kind of feel. Yeah. But even then, I'd be thinking, well, actually, by doing that, am I going to prevent something completely unexpected coming my way? So I think that's why I can see what Stephen was saying, but I think for this, I'm just going to say no. Do what the hell you like. I think actually for this record, I've decided to, for all 10 of the previous Pineapple Thief records, I've just let it happen, and I've not really put any kind of boundaries on it. I've just said, right, today I have to write a song. But for this one, and for number 11, where I thought, well, let's mix it up a bit, I did actually wake up and think of a concept. It is a concept album, but it's not a concept album in like it's a story. It's like some ridiculous story about hobbits or anything. It's a concept, of an idea, a feeling, an emotion that spans the record. Okay. Something that's like very personal as well. Is that sometimes being a bit more workmanlike about it does bring out some really good stuff. Because it's really easy to sit down and say, oh, nothing's really happening, and let's just leave it till tomorrow. That I've taken myself a lot deeper into my songwriting that I wouldn't have normally done. Yeah. Okay,
one final question from me then is that, are there plans afoot to do some pop concerts in the summer?
Oh, definitely pop concerts. Well, in the summer, we're scheduled in to play in Barcelona at BProg, and that's with Opeth and Stephen Wilson, which is a pretty good gig. And we're headlining on a Friday. Right. It's sort of like a sort of a, I say a warm-up gig, but it's still in a pretty big venue. And then on the festival day, we got Opeth and Stephen Wilson playing on the same day. So so it's going to be really cool to hang out with them all again, because it's been a long time. I think last time it was all our paths converged was at Lorelei. So yeah, it's going to be nice. Looking forward to that. And then the band will be on tour again in the autumn.
Oh, my thanks to Bruce Soord for taking time out from the Pineapple Thief studio sessions to speak to us here on the K-Scope podcast. Whilst we await news of the Pineapple Thief's 11th album, then let's listen to Bruce Soord alone on his most recent solo album for K-Scope. This is Bruce Soord, Black Smoke.
I see my town, the places we played, a shimmer of sound. Among drifting lost souls, I found you. I found you. The lost soul found you. I see the roads we crossed, the path imposed, not lost. I found you. The lost soul found you. The lost soul found you.
Bruce Soord from the self-titled album. That's entitled Black Smoke. Right, just before I go, just want to mark your card. There is a K-Scope label sampler, Volume 7, now available. Just go to noisetrade.com/K-Scope music, Volume-7. noisetrade.com/K-Scope music, /Volume-7 for the latest K-Scope label sampler. Right, we're going to play out with another classic, Vulture, Gazpacho from the album Firebird, now available on LP, as are many other older Gazpacho titles. TikTok When Earth Lets Go and Night, also available from the Kscope store. I'm Billy Reeves. I'll speak to you soon. Gazpacho, Vulture.
I leave the gate and close the door. And when it rains, it really pours. I left her a memory and a boatman's song of how it ended before it had begun. Took a bite from the apple, glistening red lips. The moonlight was golden, shining off her hip. He said, "Don't look, just come on in. You got to hold on, never give in. We're all here, trying to be someone we know we'll never see. We're all lost, we're down on our knees, we're making believe these are our dreams."